We are back with Mario Odyssey.
Do you think about the movie Up whenever you see this ship?
You know, I never once have thought that with this game.
Oh,
I'm surprised I haven't, but also kind of not.
that movie made me sad.
Is it really a good Pixar movie if it doesn't make you really depressed inside for a little bit and then really, really happy? And then, yeah.
It's that stupid intro, man. I watched Monsters Inc. the other day, and then I got sad again.
Monsters Inc. is a classic.
I love that movie.
Love that movie. Anyways, we're in the Snow Kingdom now. I don't know how this ended up starting with a fucking Disney tangent, but you know, it's fine.
I like the way this looks.
You know, we were talking in previous parts in this game about how this game kind of feels like Mario's Sonic Unleashed, because of the world, you know, journey, adventure, that kind of stuff, kind of vibes. And you know what? Unleashed was Pixar inspired, so you know, makes sense, I guess.
I didn't think we had to justify it any more than just. It reminds me of Up,
Nah,
but sure.
gotta bring Sonic
Shiveria
into
Town.
this. Yeah, welcome to Shiveria Town. This was our. Well, of course, I'm already grabbing a moon to ruin the vibes, but I love the idea of this kingdom. So, anyways, I was going insane when I was playing this game. This is quite literally the definition of insanity, trying the exact same thing like a million times and nothing changing. So you can't.
You knew you could do it.
You cannot cap bounce after a wall jump. And I didn't know that until I played this playthrough of the game. I swear to God, you used to be able to do that. And I'm thinking maybe the Switch 2 update for this ruined.
You kind of did it there.
I didn't wall jump yet. I had cap jumped and then wall jumped. There we go. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Well, no, it's still not how you're supposed to do it. There's literally a hallway that you can just walk up a hill.
I was about to say, if that was the legit way to do it, I would have never gotten it. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have anyways, because I haven't played it, but, you know.
Yeah. I had a little...
Another game you like, I haven't played. Add it to the list.
Hey, I mean, you've at least played a little bit of this, right?
Yeah.
Just not this... Yeah, I don't think you did
the sand place. That was it.
Yeah, so you played like the first 30 minutes, which is better than average for games I recommend to you.
It was about 4 hours.
For me, that's the first 30 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm used to COD and Halo standards where you to beat in the first couple levels.
Oh, Cappy's gone.
In 30 minutes.
My fucking train of thought is gone. Anyway, the Shiveria is, like I was saying before, is a really fun little take on the ice worlds for Mario, as all these kingdoms are.
How are you supposed to know that was there?
There's an X on the ground on top of the thing.
I've never found it.
There's an X on the ground on top of the thing, and you have all of the like 3 different hint things in this game.
I'd have never found it.
Oh, this is a little annoying, but yeah, like all the kingdoms in Mario Odyssey, They can't just have it be like the standard Ice Kingdom or anything. It has to be a Snow Kingdom where all of the dudes are like polar bears that are really fat and wearing like really thick winter clothes, and they're all living in a giant igloo city. And
I
that's
mean,
just
that
really
all
cool.
tracks for a standard snow level. I don't know what you mean. It's not like the desert, but it's frozen.
Well, no, standard snow level for Mario is you're platforming and it's icy and there's like snow and there's nothing else special about it.
I guess I was just comparing it to other stuff too much.
Anyways, you were asking about the beta for Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's the snow. At least I think it is. It kind of feels very similar with how it breaks. It's obviously a lot worse in this game compared to the breaking in Donkey Kong Bonanza, but
The same team who worked on this and Bonanza did Bowser's Fury, right?
I believe so. There's no
Was there any foundation there or
any foundation for what?
Bonanza?
No.
Okay.
Bowser's Fury is pure.
Just shut me down instantly right there.
Bowser's Fury is a pure open world Mario game. Donkey Kong Bonanza is like this, where it's sandbox levels. So yeah, no, I wouldn't say there's anything there.
Gotcha.
And you know
Well,
what? Honestly, there's a lot of talk that, you know, the next 3D Mario is just gonna be like Bowser's Fury, but really, really big. And I'm sure if they did that, it would be really good and awesome, and I would glaze the shit out of it forever. But I don't really need a pure open world Mario game. I don't necessarily think the gameplay of Mario benefits from just having a full freeform open environment.
Yeah. It just sucks though. I don't know if you're gonna get a Mario game until like the end of the Switch 2's life cycle.
Yeah, I'm okay with
And
it.
the same thing with like a dedicated Switch 2 Zelda. Because like that's kind
Yeah.
of what sucks about Tears of the Kingdom releasing is it had to run on both.
Yep.
So like I'm sure it's a lot better on Switch 2, but because
Yeah.
it functions on Switch 1, you're not gonna feel the full effects.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And
I love his hair.
I forget
really
what
funny.
his name is, but he's a funny
Doesn't
guy.
matter.
He's a funny guy. That's all I care about. But
So
yeah,
that's a funny little guy.
on what we were talking about before, I am perfectly fine waiting a long time before getting a new Mario game or whatever, a new Zelda game too, because like
You know,
like obviously Tears of the Kingdom did fill that void, and we also got Echoes of Wisdom, which filled the top-down 2D Zelda void. And for Mario, we obviously got Mario Wonder, which is a great little 2D Mario game. But Donkey Kong Bonanza is literally just a sequel to Mario Odyssey. Well, actually, it's kind of a prequel, but in terms of gameplay, it is a sequel to Mario Odyssey, so...
you know what I realized?
What?
Is this the Rabbids crossover actually made by Nintendo instead of Ubisoft?
Wait, you talking about the polar bear people?
No, the bunnies you fight.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because there's not millions of them running around and yelling and screaming.
Well, obviously, if it's made by Nintendo, it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah, but like the whole idea of the rabbits is that there's millions of them and they're all annoying.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I'm sure if we dive into development history, we're gonna find the Ubisoft agreement. Confirmed.
Well, these rabbits aren't rabid, so it doesn't make sense. So get your
Aren't they
canon.
though? They're pretty evil.
Why does evil dictate rabid, or rabid dictate evil? What? You know the rabbits are not evil.
They look pretty evil to me.
They literally have a whole co-op adventure game with Mario and the rabbits. So they're not evil, they're just annoying.
Which is evil?
No.
Listen, I just think you can't handle how right I am right now, okay? And you know, you're gonna have
Ow.
to deal with that.
I don't like you today.
Can we name this part the Secret Rabbits crossover?
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna name this part. But, you know...
Like Mario crossover with Pixar and Rabbids.
You know what the saddest thing is about the Mario Rabbids crossover? Is the
They
fact...
exist?
The fact that they did a Rayman DLC for it. So Rayman is relegated to cameo DLC for characters that originated from his named game series of Rayman and the Raving Rabbids. And they literally they have a like a big fat during that DLC they have a big opera singing rabbit sing about the fact that Rayman's now second fiddle to the Rabbids and how sad it is for him.
I mean, that tracks from a company like Ubisoft.
It does.
Who made one of the coolest, apparently, Metroidvanias in existence that sold 2 million copies and then said it was a failure.
Well,
I don't remember how much it sold.
You talking about the Prince of Persia game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
I remember it sold like what people thought would be a pretty good amount, and then Ubisoft said it's a failure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to play that, though.
Yeah.
And I do think, you know, we just got, speaking on Rayman again, I do think that they are probably working on a new game or something. Because, like, they did the 30th anniversary version of the original Rayman, which had like 5 different copies of the game in it. And while that was like kind of shoddily made, they did say that it was only one of a few of the projects they were doing for the 30th anniversary. So might get a new game announced soon. I'd be happy with that.
So we're gonna get 3, or at least 2 shoddy products.
Yeah. It'll be the Rayman 2 collection. So it'll have all the, which, you know, is actually not a bad idea because every version of Rayman 2 is completely different.
What they're gonna do is announce a new Rayman game that's just starting development, and then a week later they're gonna announce that they got bought by a private equity firm. That's what we're gonna get.
No.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to those IP forever.
I hate this industry right now.
It is
it's not even funny.
It's no bueno, that's for sure.
It's just sad.
I mean, to be fair, in general, there's just not a lot in real world to be happy about. And that's why we have video games.
You know what? At least Capcom is doing pretty well for me. So you know what? I will take that.
That's what I'm saying. A video game make you happy. Video game make you forget. This has become a very depressing part of Super Mario Odyssey. Oh man.
So anyways, rabbits.
This is what happens when we record parts while I'm sleep deprived. Filters off, baby. This is your uncut Mario Odyssey podcast. Excuse me while I take a drink of my diet soda.
Well, if we're going to go uncut, I'll just go grab some alcohol.
Man, I should just drink some Guinness. Got some of that.
It's fire.
Love Guinness. Feel like such a man when I drink Guinness. I
don't need to go that far.
Feel like such a man. So these lovely round polar bear dude. I don't actually know if they're polar bears. They kind of look like polar bears, but they are round because, well, I don't know if it's because, but because they are round, they have this thing called the Bound Bowl, which is a race circuit, and we're gonna see it in a minute. Because this is their problem for some reason. This guy just doesn't want to race. So
yeah.
And you'll notice he's the only one of these guys that we've seen that doesn't have a hat. So now we get to play as him. Yay! And
I wonder how long it would have taken me for to notice that I had to take control of him. Unless they tell you.
Well, you're like walking around this area. You can't really do anything. And the people are like, man, our star racer isn't going to show up. Where is he? So you kind of get the idea. And like I said, throughout the game, you do notice that things you can capture don't have hats on. And this is the only one of these dudes that you can that has a hat, that doesn't have a hat. So
listen, all I'm gonna say is remember the portal playthrough.
Okay, well, also you stand next to something and a hat icon appears above their head if you can capture it.
Thank you. See now you're being more obvious.
Oh, you might miss it though because it's white and not like that specific shade of yellow.
Yes, if it's not yellow paint, I can't see it. Remember, I say this jokingly, but I do mean it sincerely. The right paint is for me, remember.
I understand. Anyways, so this is...
I'm guessing if you bounce outside of the course, you lose.
No, you can go in the... Well, if you fall, like, off the cliff, you lose, yes. But if you, like, go in the snow or whatever, you just slow down.
Okay.
And also, this is very 3D Mario team coded, creating an entire gameplay style that could be a game all on its own, and just relegating it to one mode in a larger Mario game.
But we have to do everything like first easy, then a little harder, and then max difficulty, and then you'll never see it again.
Yeah.
Because Mario formula.
Only in this game, it's normally most things you get once. Some things you can do twice to get 2 moons. This is one of those. You can like race again and get another moon if you beat your record or whatever. And then there are some that have multiple additions throughout the game, but usually they stop at 2 for some reason, not the usual 3 for Mario. I think they just had so many ideas for what could give you moons in this game that they didn't want to waste a bunch of extra moon slots on stuff you've already done. So
Right.
It kind of makes sense. I really do get the arguments against this kind of collectathon system for Mario. Because like, yeah, the moons are everywhere. You can grab any to progress. You don't need to do it like the story moons or anything. And the story moons are usually the ones that feel a little more fulfilling to complete. So like compared to like Galaxy Sunshine 64, the stars in those games and the shines all feel like substantial when you collect them. They're like a big they're kind of like more of a big deal versus moons in this where it's just like, oh, I found a penny on the street. You know.
Yeah.
And like each star in those games has like a dedicated mission tied to it. Here I literally just jump through a painting and I'm going back right away. There's no like I didn't have to do anything.
Uh-huh.
So like I get why people aren't as big on this game as the earlier 3D Marios. For me though, I more so find movement and platforming fun over, you know, collecting stuff. And this game has a lot of collecting stuff, but you do a whole lot of movement and platforming in it too, so that makes me happy.
Yeah. I could see that, but yeah, at the end of the day, like, is it really that big of an issue? It's kind of a small thing overall. Like, it may be the difference between preferring like 64 Sunshine over this, but it's not gonna make this a bad game.
Yeah.
You know?
It's again I've said this argument like a billion times, but it's like Mario fans don't know what it's like to have a bad game. So when they compare their games, they make it seem like the ones that they don't prefer are like horrible abominations, but all of the 3D Mario games are really good. Other than maybe like Sunshine, I guess, but I think Sunshine is still really good. Even
I don't know. People will make it seem like 3D World or any of the new Super Mario Bros. Games are the worst things ever made. So I don't know about that one.
well, that's what I'm saying is Mario fans don't know what a bad game is. So whenever they don't prefer a game, they make it seem like it's the worst thing ever. But like all of the new Super Mario Brothers games are like excellently designed 2D platformers. You know, it's just because I've played a game like this before that they think that, you know.
It's they would never last as Sonic fans, is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, as Sonic fans, they would hate themselves because it's Sonic.
Yeah.
And none of the games are good.
So imagine like getting, Mario 64. It's great. You get Sunshine. All right, a little dicey, but it's a decent game overall. Okay, and then you get Sonic 06.
Yeah, no.
Mario fans would never recover.
You forgot about the edgy spin-off for Wario, where he uses guns and says "damn" a lot.
No, that'd be Luigi. Luigi's Mansion, but it's Dead Space.
Would it be Luigi?
I feel like it'd be Luigi. It has to be Luigi.
Well, Shadow's not Sonic's brother.
They're brothers.
No, they're not.
They're brothers.
Shadow and Sonic Prime, we are not related.
Nobody likes Sonic Prime for a reason, okay?
Have we complained enough about Sonic yet in this part? Have we met our quota?
No, but seriously, like Luigi, I guess Resident Evil over Dead Space, but imagine like Luigi's Mansion with a Resident Evil gameplay.
That'd be peak.
Or maybe Fatal Frame. since Ghost, I guess.
Well, I mean, Luigi's Mansion is effectively survival horror game.
Exactly. That's why
So-
it'd be the edgy spin-off.
Okay, there we go. We got the edgy spin-off. And then Super Mario 06 drops.
Now imagine like Mario RPG was made by BioWare for the Nintendo DS. I don't know where this is going.
We're just relaying the exact history of Mario, so people understand how far we've come.
Yes, the exact history. Nothing changed. We're not bitter about anything.
Man, just imagine if the Sonic game stuck with the fucking Sonic Adventure gameplay and refined it to the degree that they refined the 3D Mario gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be swell? It would be very similar to what we have currently. Just with a spin dash, maybe.
We have a spin dash now.
Yeah, and Mario's is better.
I like the one in Frontiers. But that's not the subject of today. The subject of today is Pixar. And why Pixar makes us sad.
Pixar makes us sad. Sonic makes us sad. Having good video games makes us sad.
You know what the song makes me think of? More than Mario.
What?
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Z.
Is that not still Mario?
That's different enough. I just remember the song being used a lot, so that's what I remember it more from.
I don't know if this remix is from this game or not, but this song does appear in like every Mario game. I believe it's from Mario 3.
Yes.
Because
I don't think it's Mario World.
Mario 3 is the Sonic 2 for the Mario series. They just keep referencing it and making games that copy it.
It is a good game.
Yeah, I don't know why. I can never get into Mario 3. Maybe it's because I've already played like so many new Super Mario Brothers games. And
outside of the new
World
Super Mario Bros. Games, it's probably the one I played the most. Like, I liked it a lot more than Mario World, personally.
I could probably play it nowadays. It's been a minute since I played a 2D Mario. It's been since Mario Wonder.
You just said no to that area.
Yeah, so, I've been going into sub-areas because I like to showcase the sub-areas in this game because they have some good platforming and stuff. That one doesn't. That one's just a little puzzle, and I was like, I don't want to waste time on this. I want to get the... I thought I was already spending too much time in Shiveria as it was, so I was like, let me get out of here. This is supposed to be one of the smaller kingdoms, and I only have half of the purple coins, and I have to get all the rest of them. And that's pretty much what we're doing for the rest of this part. Oh, I like this room.
Country.
You like running?
No.
Yes, you do.
No. It's like the thing I learned fast after quitting cross country is, wow, I hate running.
I love running. I just have no motivation to do it anymore.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay,
Is there another hill behind there you can go up, or?
yes. That's what I was about to say. Don't grab that first moon. Or I guess you could. I'm not your dad. But don't grab that first moon.
Oh, I thought you were finally back from buying milk.
No,
Oh.
and I never will be.
Oh.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Galaxy 2 with Yoshi.
Sure.
Oh my god. I haven't played it before. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
You
know
literally
what you're talking about. I
know
can
what
guess.
I'm talking about. Everyone knows that Yoshi is in Mario Galaxy 2, and you can eat the chili pepper to run fast up walls. Everyone knows that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Everyone
that.
knows that. Everyone.
I didn't know that.
You knew that. And you're
I did
lying
not know
to
that.
my
I
face.
did not know that.
You're lying to my face, and I don't. You're just lying.
Listen, this is like if I yelled at you for not knowing the name, I don't know, Soap McTavish.
No, because that's a very specific thing. This is
No.
you play you ride Yoshi in a Mario game. This is like that's
Yeah, and in most Mario games, you don't eat a chili pepper and run up things.
okay, but you ride Yoshi in Mario. That's like the point I was making. It's a little bit less obscure than whatever the fuck you just said.
Whatever I said is like one of the most popular names and one of the most popular games in the entire freaking world.
What is it from ODST? Because you've been playing that.
No.
Okay.
ODST
What-
is not the most popular game in the world.
Okay, the most popular game in the world is like Minecraft. So whatever you said is not from the most popular game in the world.
No, the most popular game in the world is Tetris, going off the game sales. Loser.
No. That's not how popularity works. And yes, we're going to have this argument. The game was the most popular game in the world. Isn't anymore.
Are you saying that historical value has no value? Shaking my head.
I'm saying that popular doesn't mean whatever the frick you think it means.
Listen, I'm a humble businessman, and if it sells, it's popular.
The Tetris versus Minecraft popularity is literally the strongest man in history versus the strongest man of today meme. So what am I gonna name this part? I know I'm rambling, but like what am I gonna name this part?
By the way, Soap McTavish is from Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
The most popular game in the world is not Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I said one of them. I never said the most.
Okay, when I brought up Minecraft, you said, no, the most popular game is Tetris. So why did you bring that up if you weren't talking about the most... I'm done. I'm stopping recording.